Key items. When dealing with a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, there are several typical pitfalls and critical issues that parties should be aware of. Lack of legal enforceability. Ambiguity or vagueness. Incomplete or missing essential terms. Reliance on the MOU as a final agreement. Confidentiality and non-disclosure concerns. Lack of termination provisions. Absence of governing law and jurisdiction. Lack of legal enforceability. MOUs are often considered non-binding agreements, meaning they may not be legally enforceable in court. If the parties intend for the MOU to be binding, they should clearly state it and include necessary elements for enforceability, such as consideration and mutual obligations. Ambiguity or vagueness. If the language used in the MOU is vague or ambiguous, it can lead to misunderstandings and disputes. It is crucial to ensure that the terms, conditions, and obligations are clearly defined and leave no room for misinterpretation. Incomplete or missing essential terms. Failure to include essential terms and details in the MOU can cause confusion and uncertainty. Important aspects such as timelines, responsibilities, deliverables, and any conditions precedent should be clearly specified to avoid future disagreements. Reliance on the MOU as a final agreement. Sometimes, parties make the mistake of treating the MOU as a final agreement without further negotiations or a more formal contract. This can result in incomplete or insufficient terms and leave important issues unresolved. Confidentiality and non-disclosure concerns. If the MOU involves the exchange of confidential or sensitive information, it is critical to include provisions to protect such information and establish obligations of confidentiality. Failure to address these concerns can lead to the unauthorized disclosure of valuable information. Lack of termination provisions. MOUs should include termination clauses that specify the conditions or events upon which the agreement can be terminated. Without such provisions, it may be challenging to end the agreement or discontinue negotiations if necessary. Absence of governing law and jurisdiction. Without specifying the governing law and jurisdiction, parties may face challenges in determining which laws apply and where disputes should be resolved. Including these provisions can provide clarity and help avoid jurisdictional conflicts. To avoid these pitfalls and critical issues, parties should approach MOUs with caution and consider seeking legal advice. It is important to clearly outline the intentions and expectations of the parties, include all necessary terms, and determine whether the MOU will be binding or non-binding. Parties should also be prepared to proceed with further negotiations and formalize the agreement in a more detailed contract if needed.